Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Happy Sunday drive.
Happy Sunday drive. I was like, we're parked at this thing, and I was about to go. You are looking live at the pass-through. Like, I got very excited. This is the pass-through.
Right. So we are in Clermont. We're in the Serenoa section of Clermont on Sawgrass Bay Boulevard. We've brought this to you before, but we're so excited because it gets closer and closer and closer, although not close enough and not fast enough. But
still years.
But you can see that Lake County has completed it. So this is the little roundabout area at the very end of Sawgrass Bay Boulevard that will eventually connect to Fleming's Road, which is in front
of
right
there.
It's right there.
See that power line out there?
If
it's
we
right
just,
there.
as a community, can we just go and machete the rest of the brush?
Remember Hands Across America?
Yes.
We could do Hands Across the Counties.
We could.
Hands Across America. God, why do I remember that song?
There's a car behind us, so we need to move.
Okay.
All right, so this is... So that is going to be where that road connects, and it's going to take you to, again, down Fleming's. It's going to take you to Western Way.
They already built the gate to show you when you come in this way that you're coming into Serenoa.
Yeah, it's
They're
nice.
ready.
They are ready.
We ready.
So we're just...
We ready.
There's a lot of construction still happening on Avalon Road in Winter Garden and that Horizon West area, so they just got to continue to work on that.
Yes.
So we're going to do a couple of... just driving through some communities out here. We're going to go through Serenoa Lakes first, which is a Pulte community. Absolutely beautiful. They have gorgeous models. The Easley, the Hightower. I can't remember what the third one is off the top of my head, which is shocking for me. Mystique, thank you.
Oh my gosh,
the
Mystique.
Grand
The
is
Mystique is grand.
Beautiful floor plans. We've gone through this community as well before, but we just want to kind of update you because things are happening so quickly. The construction is happening. People live in these houses now. They've built them. People have closed on them. So the overall aesthetic has changed quite a bit, to see these homes that are completed, and they're all beautiful. I mean, look at the views. This is why their lot premiums are pricey. Yes, I'm going to turn down.
There's a phone lane.
Yes. So,
and that house is for sale.
It is for sale.
Well, that was quick.
So actually it's funny because I don't think it's that particular person, but there was a realtor that I was working with on the opposite side of a transaction recently, and he said he had 2 listings coming up in here that it was... again, typical situation. An investor bought them at the very beginning just to get in at base pricing to turn around and sell them for a profit. So,
but I mean, at base pricing, base pricing was high here already.
It was, but I think that if you know this area, or at least if you're familiar enough with it, if you've been paying attention to what's happening in real estate, you still see the opportunity, even if it's a little bit higher price. You see that opportunity to jump on something. And by the way, pricing is still, it's always subjective, and it's relative to what you're used to and to what is expensive or inexpensive based on your life experience and where you live and the cost of living. So
I'm so glad you said that.
Okay.
Because I want to have a conversation.
Okay.
With you.
Let's converse.
Let us conversate.
Converse.
What's that in? That's a movie. Okay. Anyway, we're going to converse. About that's what you said. So everything is relative to where you are in the country, also relative to where you are in time, right?
And in your life.
Yeah. So one of the things to consider is I'm angry. Can I just share what my anger?
Okay.
It's a righteous anger, Amy.
It's a righteous anger.
Yes. So obviously we're here on YouTube. We do a lot of social media stuff, and that's the way that we communicate to you. And our entire plan, the whole time, has been to provide service to people from out of state or out of town, or even people in town. There's another one for sale.
So I'm telling you, it's the
same realtor, same deal.
I think that is the person.
But the whole point of this is to serve Amy that used to live in Virginia.
Oh, I was like
back
what?
in the day, we didn't have a way to feel connected to here, and so it's about serving people. And I think that we sort of have lost I think realtors in general have lost the script on why we're doing this, because if you scan through your
but that's the thing, it's not a script, it's what is your intent for doing this.
This is alligator flag court. Oh my god,
I love it.
Alligator I'm gonna
flag.
buy a house here just because I love an alligator flag court.
Okay, let's do it.
Anyway, these are available. Some lots are available here, by the way, on alligator flag. Anyway, if you scan through YouTube or anywhere, all you see is, when's the housing crash coming? Are we headed to a recession? is it finally going to, be the end of it all or whatever? Okay. All of that is from the perspective of a realtor. Okay. Realtors are worried about those things. People that have to move here are worried about what floor plans are available, what resales are out there. And
not everybody moves because they want to.
Right.
Some people move because they have to. And to do this high alert, like, rah, 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 like, it's, red alert, everything is, it's all going to be the end of everything. Or that's not cool. People have very emotionally tied feelings, decisions, apprehensions. And to make people freak out, the best thing that we can do is be transparent about what the market is and to get our clients prepped and ready. But to give everybody the freak out, you want me to go to the right or the left?
No, I guess go out. Let's go to Palms at Serenoa.
Just
55 plus.
But anyway,
action.
so yeah, honey, you know what? I actually, I agree with you.
He's angry now. We didn't see him. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Your part. Okay, but no. So go. If you go look and find, you can find lots of realtors on YouTube that they're like. The title of the thing is First Quarter Real Estate Market Crash, and it's like they've done those every 3 months for the last 5 years. Okay? Now, first of all, if we get a correction in pricing, okay?
By the way, the word you said was correction.
A correction,
right.
Okay? A correction implies that something is wrong, right? Which, by the way, it's wrong in our hearts because prices have gone up so much and interest rates going up means that people's purchasing power has really diminished.
Yeah, what you could afford before, you can probably still afford, but now the square footage is going to be diminished because you have to pay more in interest.
But the market doesn't care about right or wrong. The market cares about supply and demand. Mm-hmm. Supply is still low and demand is still high where we are.
Yes. It's still pretty much true everywhere.
Yeah, well, but I mean, particularly where we are here in Central Florida. Sure. So it doesn't do us any good to say, it's all crashing down. So what does that do? How does that serve you? Mm-hmm. And by the way, there could be a correction.
There could be.
A correction very often is defined as 10%, like a loss of 10% in value. Well, that may happen. But then what we're looking at in that case is a house that 3 years ago was worth $350,000. It's now worth $650,000. Now only being worth $590,000. Right? So for sellers, all of your equity in your home is theoretical. It's theoretical equity. You get equity when you sell your house. That's when you get your equity out of it. Mm-hmm. So don't get hung up on if you need to sell now. Okay, maybe, when's the right time to sell? That's another video. The right time to sell is when you need to be out of your house, right?
Yep.
The right time to sell, the right time to buy is when you need a new house.
Right.
I guess maybe another way to put it is that I think a lot of people get so focused on real estate as an investment.
Right. And they forget it's shelter.
We're losing life and shelter and all that. So I just wanted to express that, stop doing that. And by the way, if it happens, we'll tell you.
Right. Well, but I think it's because prices have gone up so much that the sellers are really trying to take advantage of all of this sudden massive equity that they have in their homes. So everything has become more investment and money based and less human and heart based.
Right.
And it drives us bonkers because the reason I do what I do, the reason we got into this was because we moved from Virginia.
Yep.
Freaking out. I was petrified.
Freaking out.
And new job for Eric. Closing a business for me. 4 kids. One was already at college. One on her way to college. 2 more younger children still in school. Leaving my friends. Leaving my family. The only state I'd ever lived in. And it was something that we had to do. So if I had someone on the other end freaking me out, it would... Oh, it sure is. Would not have been helpful.
Right.
So for all of you out there that are starting to feel that apprehension and that nervousness, it's okay. We've got you.
Yeah.
We still remember at its core, you have a family to shelter, you have mouths to feed, you have a life to live. And if your life's journey is taking you to a required move somewhere, then we're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes the terms have to change a little bit.
And
but, oh gosh, just don't freak out.
That's a really, I'm glad you said it that way. What gets to us are the human parts of it. We never go, oh no, it's an extra 0.25%. We go, oh no, that they're so disappointed that house didn't work out.
Right.
Or, I mean, this is such an emotional endeavor for us. And for you in particular, but for me as well. I tend to be the numbers guy, so I have to be a little more unemotional about it. But this is really an emotional endeavor. So I want you to share a couple stories as we come to Palms and Serenoa. First of all, D.R. Horton, Freedom Homes.
55 plus.
55 plus community.
Beautiful community out here in Serenoa.
That dude's out doing the lawn. All your lawn maintenance is taken care of. That's one of the pluses.
Yeah, absolutely. They have lots of great floor plans. They've also got some villas, by the way. So if you are looking in this community, or if you're looking for 55 plus, or if you're looking for, just going to throw it out there, your own private vacation home. Because maybe you snowbird and you'd like to have a place to come live that's just yours. You can't rent it out because that's not what you do here. But those villas, which are like duplexes, are great options, and they have some of those.
And go down here. They have so much here.
What
I need to know if they have is Brian's windows.
I know. They do.
They do?
Okay,
let's go see.
Let's go see if they're in there.
So, we have a client here who's just been patiently waiting. Brian and Christine have been patiently waiting. Well, I'm going to use the word patiently because, they haven't screamed yet that I know of.
What's frustrating, and I see this all the time, every client, it's that you see that your home is still sitting without windows. It's naked. And the houses beside you are now dressed.
Right.
And you're like, well, what about me? And I actually ask the builders this quite a bit, about what's going on. And we know that there's a windows delay. It's been that way. This is not new news. This has been going on for a couple of years now at this point. And it is wreaking havoc with the builders. And I want to make sure that everybody understands right now. And I'm just going to stop so that I can say this. Okay. The builders do not get paid. The tradesmen do not get paid. The contractors, the salespeople, no one gets paid until the home closes. So it is in everyone's best interest that the home be completed quickly. So for the people that do have that frustration, although understandably so, with things that are out of their control, please understand that it's out of everyone's control as well, except the window manufacturing companies. And they're doing the best they can, too.
Yes.
So I think it's important. No one is holding up the process intentionally. You want me to go straight?
Go that way.
Go turn.
Because you're going to go there and then turn to the left.
You want me to go to Brian's now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to share exactly which house is Brian and Christine's house, but I think I see windows at it, so maybe.
So, I did get an update that was supposed to be happening. So it's just, anyway, but it can be a very real sense of frustration. Yes. And that's why some of the builders have changed their business model to not even release homes for sale until the windows have been installed, or at least the windows are there.
There is wisdom in that.
Yes, because they don't want to tell you it's going to be completed in 6 months, and then all of a sudden there's a 4-month window delay, and now it's a year later.
Take a right and then loop around Yellow Top.
Okay.
Because
I can do that.
So for instance, and for example, okay. I'm not going to share with you which house we're talking about specifically, but if you can see, all of these homes... Oh, go that way. That's okay. But they all have windows.
So this is a
windows. It's a cul-de-sac. I thought it was Yellow Top.
See, would you just let me drive?
Well, I was looking at the windows. I got all excited. No, you don't. Okay, we just shared this is an emotional journey for us.
It is.
I'm emotional about the fact that there's windows.
I know.
Because... Okay, so let's do a couple stories.
Yes, okay.
To illustrate this.
A couple really good ones.
So I'm gonna give you one because we haven't talked about it a whole lot, but so we actually have we helped some folks move here from California, part of a big company relocation, and go down Yellow Top. What I was going to share is so we have two clients. One of them bought at a certain stage of construction on this road, and they've been in for months, right? Same clients right there have been waiting. They contracted right around the same time.
Right.
Insanity. But beautiful.
It's really lovely.
Nice community.
It's nice. It's whenever you go into a 55 plus community, it's just a little bit slower. It's calmer.
This one in particular, Palms, I love because it's just Palms is It's quiet.
It is.
Now, first of all, the Disney fireworks are in the sky right there every night, because Disney's right there. Because this is that part where we're right by Disney, right, the connector. But I mean, it's just like you can feel the nature, you can hear it. It's my dad's phrase was always the poem, "The Peace of Wild Things." You kind of feel that here because it's just surrounded by beauty. Anyway, let me go back to my story. So the big,
Where do you want me to go?
just go. You can go out.
Straight or left? You want to go
Left.
Okay.
Major corporate move here. This story was our story. So Brian, the husband, father, they've got 2 little kids.
Don't name.
I'm not going to name names. I'm going to have first names. They know who they are.
Right.
So, but they're moving here, and I could feel in his soul. I could feel that he was feeling exactly what I was feeling, which was my family has agreed to uproot their entire lives. And when we moved here, I remember our oldest son said to me, "Dad, you've done so much for us. We can do this for you." And I mean, that was a huge, powerful moment in my life, but it was also a tremendous weight.
Yes.
Because okay, so you put words to it. So Brian felt that. I could feel him feel that, right?
Yeah. It's a big move.
And so his wife was feeling the same way you're feeling. They've got 2 little ones that are just beautiful. And anyway, so they just got moved in.
Yes.
And so, but it was that was the way out.
I know. I was going to
Okay.
see if I could turn down and show the
that's fine.
the duplexes.
Oh, good.
Just
Okay.
to show the
Yeah,
front
sure.
so that
That's
people can
good.
see. Real quick, pause your story. So if you look over here to the left, you can see it's 2 houses side by side. So
Yeah.
you just have that one connecting wall. So these duplexes or villas, we'll look at them from the front. So you have your side, they have their side. So the Cambridge, by the way, we have the videos
video
of
tours
this
of those,
as well.
yep.
So if this is something that you think you might be interested in, specifically maybe as your own private vacation, home, call me because I have some inside scoop for you.
Yeah,
Anyway,
good stuff.
back
That's
to your
okay.
story about Brian.
So anyway, so they were on their way here, and it was a silly thing, but we cut their grass for them. And the reason
it needed to be cut.
Well, it needed to be cut, but it was mostly because I wanted him to pull up with his family and have everything be as perfect as possible, because I just felt like the pressure. But first of all, back to the emotional, they needed a house, right? They needed a place to raise their kids. Mm-hmm. All of that was the consideration, and then we had a phone call. No, it's spam. Anyway, sorry. So for me, that was a very emotional experience. So their move was really about me. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, tell your story about the 2 closings same day, same time.
Yeah. So
I love this
if you
story.
ever wonder if miracles happen,
Yeah,
they do. In a time and in a marketplace where it is difficult to get a home,
Yes.
to get
Same
the
here,
right
but-
home at the right time for the right price in the right area,
Yep.
to have this happen was truly a miracle. So there was a family, mom, dad, and then you have
Texans, all of them.
Texans, and then you have daughter, son-in-law, all moving from Texas, but need 2 separate houses, of course. And it was just such a miraculous experience, you
Yep.
know, to have found mom and dad the home that was not, by the way, by the same builder, by D.R. Horton, not in this community, but by the builder in another community that was already mostly completed when they contracted.
I'm going to interject just real quick and say, I always call you the house whisperer. This was one call. You got off the phone and went, "Oh, I know what house they want."
Yeah.
Called and they contracted because you just knew when you talk. Amy talks if you are looking to buy a house for real. Amy will talk to you for an hour and a half, just to get all of that info. And she got off the phone with these folks and went, "Oh yeah, it's that." And it was, and that's the house they moved into.
It
So
was. And in that
very
one,
impressed with you.
it was great because not only did we find that one, but what was great is that when we walked through it, there was one that was a couple doors down. We walked to that one, and we actually switched because they liked the backyard of that one better. But that
same,
one
same,
option ended
yeah.
up giving us the 2 options,
Yep.
and they got the other one. By the way, that was the highest and best offer for new construction, so
Right.
they got that. That was amazing.
But now there was a problem because the daughter needs to move.
And the
doesn't
daughter
have a
wants to be
house.
close, right?
Yep.
They're a lovely, tight-knit family, which is absolutely inspirational.
Yep.
And wanted to be close. And, we had to find a home that was relatively close. So now we are charged with the task of finding a second home for them different price point, but still needs to be relatively the same area. So I sent a few options in other areas. They weren't quite perfectly it.
Yep.
And then I had a listing coming available, and it was kind of perfect. And it
Not
was
even kind of, it was perfect,
it was in
perfect,
the
yep.
neighborhood right next door. And so the way it worked out is that they submitted an offer. That one was accepted on that listing. And the crazy fact is that they ended up closing on both homes the exact same day.
Exact same time.
Both of them, 10 o'clock in the morning,
One was resale, one was a builder.
Which is, if we're going to go down 27, you just want me to cut out this way?
Yeah, cut that way so we can just kind of see.
So anyway, so that, and you know, and now, by the way, both have closed, both have moved in, they've trekked across from Texas, they're here, they're moving in.
They're at Disney today, I promise.
Probably
the call
so.
of the mouse was strong for this family.
And I forgot to tell you that that the daughter, again, try
Yes.
not to say names, the daughter sent me a text message, I think it was last night, saying that they just now realized that they can see the fireworks from their window.
Oh, I'm sure they can. Yeah, now that I think about
they're
it. They're
beyond thrilled. That was something that they didn't expect. So it just goes to show you. I mean, that was a difficult task. You know, one family, 2 homes, different price points, same general area, desired location, and the fact that it happened is, those are the stories that we love.
Love it.
You know, conversely, we've got a couple clients that, God bless them, we have submitted some offers, and we just keep getting, and really good offers, which I cannot in my wildest dreams imagine how they were not accepted. But there are times when these stories come to fruition, and so it's a great example that it does happen. So don't give up hope. The heart is still involved, and that, I think, makes all the difference.
I totally agree, and I'll just say the other thing that I'm seeing from realtors these days is the whole, I'll fight for you and we'll crush the other side and all that. This lady will fight for you the way that a mama bear fights for her cub. Accurate?
Accurate. Yeah.
It's that intensity and passion. It's a more emotional passion.
It's a protective nature, not
if you're the kind of person that wants to crush and humiliate the other side of a negotiation.
Some people like that. But
some people like that,
us.
but that's not for us.
No.
We want them to be happy. Now, first of all, we want our side to get everything that they want. Like
Correct.
that, we fight for it. But not like, I think we're losing, like we collectively realtors these days.
Well, because we're all lumped under the same name, but we're not all the same.
And I just think there's a lot of people losing the script. So I'm just saying that I'll conclude with my righteous anger by saying, pay attention to who you're dealing with, because there's a stat out there, that 20% of the realtors sell 80% of the real estate. Yeah. There's a reason for that, but it also means that you have an 8 out of 10 chance of running into a bad realtor if you just kind of leave it to chance. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
My righteous anger is done.
All right. I'm glad your righteous anger is done. All right. We are on our way to work, because we're working. We're working now. We got another appointment. This is work, but I'm saying we got another appointment we got to get to.
Okay. So. Just as you wrap up, I just want to point out that this is a ridiculous place.
This is your favorite little.
Look at this, world's largest border farm rice every day.
Yep.
I mean, look at this place.
Yeah, it's very
good.
The
showcase of citrus.
Showcase of citrus, yes. Tell us about it.
That's gator water.
That's definitely gator water. It's gator tool.
And sometime we're gonna come. Yeah, we're gonna come do a thing. One time I was there right on the beach. There was a gator right there, and there were tourists like, hey gator. I'm like, that was like a 9-foot gator. What are you doing? Anyway, so yeah, they got a little petting zoo, the whole thing. So it's just all lovely. Yeah. And then citrus fields and a big gorilla holding an American flag. And on that note,
yes. We're out of here.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. If nothing else, it's just nice chatting with you.
Yeah.
All right. So we will see you later. Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. Happy house hunting.